Library is on the Coast Salish territory and also is apparently on the traditional territories of the Stalo Nation, the Kla-how-eya First Nation, Olman First Nation, and Tsawassen First Nation. So it's really in the center of things when it comes to our cultural heritage from the First Nations of Canada. So welcome to Tom, and would you like to play or not?
Always with respect to the people from this land, always respect to some Yamo Nation, always with respect to Musqueam, Tsawassen, Coquitlam, Kwantlen, Kla-how-eya, that these people are the ones who were here for 11,000 years at least. We know that. And that as visitors we say, thank you for allowing us to do work on your land. Thank you for welcoming us here. This place is very crowded, and that's good. That's good. I'm glad that celebrating the art work of the First Nations, Métis, Inuit, non-status people from this land. That some of the beautiful things that I see are the emerging of the art culture. Some of our elders have problems with it, but some of our children are prairie and coast, and they're doing wonderful things with their art, and that as we blend, we grow. So I'm going to ask my good friend Rusty Edmonds, ask my friends if they'll come up and help us sing this welcome song for you. It comes from the Tlatlima Nation, Tlatlima Mishakama, which means I'm Shuswap and Statli. My traditional name is Tama, and my spirit name is Kla-how-eya. I do quite a bit of cultural, spiritual work. Pat Reed and myself sing a lot of songs, powwow drum, and only to bring the culture to people. Coachtown.
To pay our respects from Métis Nation, British Columbia, to the Aboriginal people in the homelands that we do our work in. So thank you for having us and allowing us to be here. I also send greetings from our president, Bruce Dumont. Bruce right now is at a wedding in Cuba, and so unfortunately I tried to bribe him to be here, but he said no. It's needed in Cuba, so he's over there enjoying the sunshine, I hope, and no tidal waves. So you're stuck with me. And yes, I do have a few hats that I wear. I am the regional director for the Lower Mainland with Métis Nation, British Columbia, and I work with 6 Métis communities here in the Lower Mainland. I also am the Minister of Education and the Minister of Housing for Métis Nation, British Columbia, and yes, I do sit on the steering committee for the Metro Vancouver Urban Aboriginal Strategy. That is appointed to me by Métis Nation, British Columbia, and they do a remarkable amount of work for Métis and non-status. I also sit on the Native Court Workers and Counseling Association of British Columbia. I've been with them for 9 years, working with Aboriginal people in the other area that sometimes they need some help in. One of the things that I want to mention today is that this year is recognized as the Year of the Métis. It's 125 years ago that this November 16th, that Lou was hung in Regina. Lou was one of our famous leaders, and he fought for the rights of the Métis people. But one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that Mr. Riel fought beside the First Nations. There was First Nations people that also fought for the same reasons and fought beside each other. And one of the closing statements that Mr. Riel said was that in 100 years from now, it will be our artists and our artisans that will reawaken the spirits of the Métis people. That was in 1885 he said that. In 1982, the federal government signed an amendment in the Constitution, our Canadian Constitution, that stated that First Nations, Inuit, and Métis are all Aboriginal people of this country. So I'd say 97 years was pretty darn close to 100 years. So this year, we are having a 7-day celebration in Metis to honor our fallen leader and to honor the Métis people and the First Nations people. So look on the website, Métis Nation BC or Patosh website, and you'll see all the things that we're going to be planning on. So this year is a big significant year for us, 125-year celebration, and to see our artisans and artisans bringing us alive again once more is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy yourself. If you have any questions, I'll be around for a while. Thank you very much for listening to me.
On behalf of my ancestors of Tsawassen First Nation, I welcome you all here to our traditional territory. My name is Kristania, and that is from my grandmother's side, and that comes from Nanaimo. And on my father's side from Chehalis, my name is Stipsum. So it's really an honor to be here today. To be involved, I'm involved with the Fraser Valley Library with Penco, Sylvia, and Ada. So it's an honor for me to be here to watch what is going on with our Métis sisters and brothers. So we are the first urban treaty of BC and of Canada. So it's really a pleasure to say that we do practice nation to nation, and also in our treaty, everyone counts. So I know that's going to be for everyone. Everyone counts, Inuit, Métis, and First Nation. So it's since the Four-Host Olympics, I'm proud to say that I think that Canada is going to be a real country with all of its history coming out, and today is one of those historical events that this is the first time that we are out and about to be able to welcome everyone. So I'm really honored to be here and to be able to watch my brothers and sisters of the Métis. So thanks a lot for coming. It is an honor of our ancestors. And like I said, I have Musqueam. The points are my relations in Musqueam, and also my husband's relatives are from Katie, and my dad is from Sahara. So I'm representing a lot here today.
I'd like to extend a special welcome to my colleague Rob O'Brien. Rob is the CEO at the Fraser Valley Regional Library, and he would like to say a few words to you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to all of you on behalf of Fraser Valley Regional Library. It is the most beautiful day to have this. I can't believe what a great day it is for the launch. I am really, really pleased to see a partnership between Surrey Public Library and Fraser Valley Regional Library, and this is a really important event, and this is a great program. I'm really looking forward to it. I'd like to also extend my thanks to the Metro Vancouver Urban Aboriginal Strategy for their funding for this program, and I'd like to welcome you all and have a really great day. Thank you.
This along, we did it with Fraser Valley Regional Library, and it's my pleasure to introduce Ada Khan, who's the diversity coordinator for Fraser Valley, and she's also the lead of their Aboriginal team. And she certainly kept us in quick form, and she conducted our meetings and got the work pressed out as quickly as we could. And she was actually some of the glue that actually held the whole thing together. So it's a real pleasure for me to introduce Ada Khan from Fraser Valley.
Fraser Valley Regional Library is very glad to be a partner in this Festival of Aboriginal Artists. And some of our Aboriginal Project team members are here today, and I want to acknowledge their work and participation in bringing this festival to fruition. So we have resource staff, Pat Dawson, Teresa McLeod, who is here, and Cheryl Peters. And our team members, Balvir Bahia is here, Darren Smith is here, Darlene Smith, Nicole Glenthorth, and Dana Ionson are on our team. Mary Murphy and I first met on June 5th, 2009 to discuss a possible collaboration between our two library systems. And our teams met and toured the UBC Weewa Library in February, and Surrey staff attended an FVRL Aboriginal workshop called The Other Side of the Bridge. And we decided to modify an idea from a suggestion made by Fraser Valley staff after that workshop held in April 2009. Now, the proposal would encompass artists for storytelling, crafts, drumming, dance, and events would occur in libraries in the Fraser Valley and Surrey. And this would support our youth-engaged learning, providing awareness, interest, valuable links between our libraries and the Aboriginal community as a way to honor Aboriginal culture and also to build trust. The artists would act as a link to promote the arts between the Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal peoples and to promote intercultural communication and understanding. Children, youth, adults, and seniors would be connected, learning about culture and heritage. So today, this launches our events to share the culture and to build memory. In 17 libraries, we'll be hosting 8 different artists who will perform in dance, music, storytelling, arts, and crafts. And if you look around this room, the artwork displayed here is the work of Radha, and she's right here today. Is of Icelandic, Celtic, and Cree heritage, and her work is contemporary native-inspired shawls, wall hangings, and works on canvas. And she was actually working on a piece while we were setting up for today's program. So feel free to come and talk to her about her artwork after. Now, a schedule of events. I hope you'll all take one of these home with you. Take a few. There's lots of copies around. These events list the dates, the times, and locations of all the different programs. We have Gracie Kelly, who is Stolo, and she will be doing cedar art craft. Amy Euster-Gurling, who is a Cree storyteller. Curtis Clearsky, who is Blackfoot and Anishinaabe, who is a hip-hop artist. Quentin Harris, who is Neskonowit First Nations, who's doing a drawing workshop. There will be Will Visser, who's a Cree powwow dancer, Lori Gibson, who is here today, and she's a Cree storyteller, and Lisa Shepherd, who is Métis, will be doing a dance and demonstrating jigging at, I believe it's on Maple Ridge Library. So these events will occur not only in Surrey, but also in Fraser Valley libraries. And today, we're really especially pleased to introduce Wild Moccasins. The 3 members of this fantastic team are Chris Dirksen, Shyama Priya Singh, and Sheldon Bluehawk. Chris Dirksen is Cree and is a classically trained Canadian cellist. She melds hip-hop, rock, folk, country, and all other music to create an inspiring, multi-dimensional auditory experience. Shyama Priya Singh is a blend of East Indian, Cree, Icelandic, and Celtic heritage. She presents the butterfly dance, the dance of transformation, and she was one of the dancers at the Olympic opening ceremonies. And Sheldon Bluehawk is of Chippewa and Polish-Ukrainian heritage. He is a trained men's traditional grass dancer and has performed at numerous festivals and conferences, and is also a local actor featured in numerous local productions. So without further ado, here is Wild Moccasin.